Have you ever seen those ads on TV where it shows a neglected animal that's been left out in the cold, basically left for dead? Owners tend to neglect their animals because simply they just don't know how to take care of them, or some owners just do it because they just don't care. Like, for example, I've seen a puppy down the road from me that didn't have shelter when it was like in the colder weather, and it didn't have a shelter to like go under to keep warm, and it was chained up in the yard. So I wish I had been able to stop, but I couldn't do that because it's illegal to trespass and do that and try to take the dog or whatever. But I did call animal control, and they did get out there, and soon enough, the owners did get a doghouse for the puppy, so it didn't have to be out in the cold. For this speech, I will be giving reasons for why not to abuse an animal, because there simply isn't any reason that anybody could give you to justify why they would do that to an animal. How you can take action when you do see something suspicious, or if an animal is being neglected and you do see it happening, or if the animal does look like they have been abused and not taken care of, and important rules or laws that protect the animals during these types of situations. I intend on figuring out why someone would even do this, because honestly, it doesn't make sense at all. Then move on to talking about ways someone can help if they do see an animal in this type of situation, and then list some rules or laws that states have to protect animals from being abused or mistreated. So, could there be any reason for someone to mistreat an animal? There is no reason for someone to abuse an innocent animal. Basically, my major is a veterinary assistant, and I love animals, and I hate to see a mistreated one that didn't deserve it. But seeing all these ads on TV makes it really hard because it really breaks my heart seeing all these neglected animals that have either had something from their body taken away just for like profit, or like a dog being left out in the cold with no food or water or no shelter. It just really it hurts me, to be honest, because no animals should be treated like that. It's not okay to abuse an animal. I treat my pets like family, and I have two dogs, a bunny, and a fish. I treat them like family. I even give them names so that they feel like family. I hate the fact that people abuse animals just because they want to, as if they really just don't care. That's like abusing a child, basically, because you do have to take care of an animal just like you would an infant. So would you abuse a child? I mean, I hope you wouldn't, but like it's just the same thing. You just wouldn't do it. If you don't care about that pet, why did you even get it? I mean, what was the point? There are many ways someone can take action and report these types of situations. If you do witness animal abuse or neglect, American Humane says to report it to your local animal control law enforcement or humane organization. So basically, animal control. Just report it to them if you see anything going on. According to American Humane, if the pet is seriously unhealthy or obviously abused, the humane officer may take him or her into protective care during the investigation. So that way they'll get food, water, and have shelter while they sort everything out with the owners. If the owner is charged, you can testify against them, or you can like sign a complaint. Don't try to rescue a pet from a potentially abusive or neglectful environment, especially by yourself, because it can be dangerous and it's illegal because you're trespassing on their property. Some states even have laws that can help protect an animal if it is in an abusive environment, or if it's an environment that they're not able to survive in. The hot car laws. It criminalizes leaving an animal in a vehicle in extreme weather, and some hot car laws allow these animals to be rescued from vehicles in certain circumstances and make the rescuer immune from civil or criminal liability. The Animal Welfare Act, signed into law in 1966, this is the primary federal animal protection law that it protects the zoo animals and animals that have been used in labs for like makeup and stuff. The PACT, which means Preventing Animal Cruelty and Torture Act, signed into law in 2019, makes some of the most awful forms of animal cruelty, specifically crushing, burning, drowning, suffocating, impaling, or sexual exploitation in or affecting interstate commerce or within the territorial jurisdiction of the United States, a federal crime. Being cruel to an animal comes with consequences in some states. So just don't abuse them. Basically, there is no reason to abuse an animal. Whether or not you do care or don't, it's still not okay by any means. If anybody witnesses abusive behavior or mistreatment of any kind, then they should immediately take action and call animal control. And lastly, you can be charged for breaking a law that goes towards hurting an animal. Don't abuse animals because their lives matter just as much as yours. Take action when seeing someone abusing an animal and always know the laws that protect animals against these types of situations. Basically, in the end, there's no reason at all to abuse any type of animal. There just isn't. Their lives are important just like yours. Treat them like family, not like garbage.